To Empress City updates. Thank you all for investing into Empress City, and I am grateful for every one of you. I appreciate every of my clients. There is no big or small client, because without clients, I don't have a company. I might have good intentions to build a real estate company on integrity, honesty, and profitability for my customers. But if I don't have the customers, then we don't have a company. It's just an idea. So I really want to appreciate every one of you for making my business as successful as it is so far. I do not take you for granted. You are in my prayers on a daily basis, because without prospering and financially stable customers, then I have a threatened business. So you are extremely important. The selfish part of me and the non-selfish part of me recognizes that. So thank you all so much for investing. I am Tokwe Makodige, you know, I'm the CEO of Rep 360. Apparently, someone bought into Empress City. Sandra, you'll be shocked that Mr. Jimmy did not know I own Rep 360. Because I have a TV side, people assume that's all I do, and I'm like a brand ambassador for Rep 360. But this is what keeps me up at night, how to ensure that my clients profit and never lose their money when they invest with me. So I'm a finance coach. I see myself more as someone who helps individuals to create a growth path into financial freedom through real estate. So I consult on the side. I haven't had much time for coaching and consulting in recent times, because I've just been focused on building and creating structure within Rep 360 so that service to customers is seamless and easy. And I know that we're not perfect about this yet. We are barely, how many years old are we? 3. And we, like 3-year-old babies, are still struggling with some areas of our development, but we are passionate about it and we're committed to continue to grow and go forward. Now, for all of you that bought into Empress City, which we launched in 2022, we launched Empress City as a 5-year land banking location. And some of you actually bought into Empress City when it was just launched. I don't know if any of you here bought into Empress City when it just launched. Please just put in the comments that you bought it first launch. It was in 2022 that we launched Empress City, and so far so good. It's been a very successful journey. Empress City went from being a bare land, like bare bush. We had not even cleared or done anything when some of you bought into it, into what we now have here today. Let me share my screen and show you. Yay, endearment button. Yes, I remember you did. I was hoping you would comment. Endearment button. Endearment is, she's now our Rep 360 family. You know, we don't joke with people like that. We don't joke with everybody, but you know, some people have become family. Like we see the alerts from them every month. Like everybody that goes through my account knows these names. Like you will always see that they are always increasing and investing in themselves, and they trust that our company is the right platform to do that. So I'm very grateful. So you can see my screen, obviously. I'm showing you, we have a new signboard on the road, big one, on the main road. This is the road from Ijebu into Ekpe, where you have the toll gates right in between. When you pass the toll gate for Ogun State, you have our road. Before you enter into the toll gate for Lagos State, you have our turn off into Empress City. This is the front of our estate. We just cleared again. We're always going to have to clear. These are the things we do. It's part of our maintenance of the estate, because we understand that it doesn't make any sense to just have an estate and then you just leave it. It's fenced. It's a long fence. It's a long fence to the left and to the right. We're supposed to paint. If we had this meeting next weekend, we would have painted a little portion. We haven't painted everything, because remember, we didn't charge developmental levy on Empress City because it was a land banking location. But there is no land banking you would do that if you don't take physical possession, it's a huge risk. So we have we deliberately ensured that we took physical possession by fencing, having gatehouse, having someone live on that site. Everybody joining me right now, you can actually, by yourself, using your coordinates that you have in your survey. Okay, you don't have survey yet. I'm confusing. If you have your survey, when you get your survey, you can use coordinates and find your way to the site, and you meet somebody there who is a part of the 360 team, who is ensuring that we have eyes on ground every time there. This is aside our newly employed estate supervisor, site supervisor. We have about six estates: Empress, Zuri, Kefi, Kairos, Ekpe 1 and 2, and the new one coming up. We have 7 estates within Ekpe area. So we got comfortable, employed someone, rented a house. This is aside from the gatehouse we have there, to always visit every of this location on a weekly basis so that we have eyes on ground. These are the things we do to ensure that there is no threat or risk to your investment. There's somebody on ground to give us updates on whatever is happening. Is there any encroachment? We'll find out immediately. We can send a cease and desist letter to them, but we also ensure we maintain a good relationship with all our omonile. So every Christmas they get rice from us. I think that last Christmas we only sent rice, and you'll be shocked that one of the families sent me a message that last Christmas I sent them rice and malt. This year I only sent them rice. I said they should not vex. The economy is economy. The good thing is at least they got rice. Even if they did not get malt, another person will give them the malt to join the rice. These are things we do to maintain a good relationship with our because real estate, land is a lifelong relationship. Even those that bought from you is a long term. So, but we've had a few comments from people, and this is 2022 to now is going to be 2 years later. In the last quarter of this year, it'll be 2 years that we launched Empress City. But we've had some customers that say they wanted to, what if I want to take possession? What if I want allocation? And we said, I already told everybody that we were going to be doing allocation and charging development and documentation fees at the point of allocation, which is 5 years down the line. Don't worry, just have peace of mind. So people were like, no, I want to fence my land. I want to build on my land. We actually have allocated to one person. I must confess, he bought 1 acre of land, 6 plots together, and he has fenced. He wants to build. He's already spoken to our engineer to start building. And we allocated for him, did registered survey for him and all of that. So because we've done for one person who is really serious about building, we felt, okay, maybe we should answer those that are asking that, yes, it is possible. Registered survey currently is, we do Ogun State does registered survey. Registered survey currently goes for Sandra is a clown. Sandra say, let's not discuss development fee before they will run away, man. I read it out. I'm sure she did not think I'll read it out. Well, we will let you know. Registered survey is 600,000 naira. We can actually process your registered survey, but only if you are ready to build. If only you are ready to build, because we realize that we want development. If development is already happening in the area has really, really opened up. What was a bush is now looking very promising and very, very open. We have customers go to other estates and say they prefer this particular estate. And I'm happy because it was a leap of faith for us to get into that place in the first place. So thank you all that invested in the beginning. Thank you all that you joined later. If you want to get your land allocated and get a proper, because we did a contract of sales for you, we didn't do a deed of assignment. The deed of assignment has to carry the coordinates of your land. And for us to do deed of assignment for you, it means you have paid for your registered survey, and we also have a developmental levy. Now, the reason I'm doing this meeting is because the ridiculousness of the hike in price of building materials has made it compulsory for us to start doing development on our properties. Thankfully, we did the front fence last year, but we want to do the back fence. Now, I did the front fence from our capital, but we need funds to do the back fence. So if anybody is interested in taking physical possession of their land and you will not mind, our current developmental fee for a full plot is 3 million. Now I see why Sandra said they will run away. And half plot is because everybody paid less than this for the land. It's like you're paying more for developmental levy than the land. Yes, I can understand. But we need to secure the back of the land as well, and we need funds to do it. That's the reason for asking for developmental levy. If you don't pay it, okay, we'll keep on rolling it. But who knows what cement price will be next week? We would get quotation for 25 million naira, and in a month, the 25 million turns to 40 million naira to do the exact same thing. If we did it when it was 25 million naira, we've saved ourselves 15 million. By delaying it, we're costing ourselves an extra 15 million that we can't push the cost to you. So as it is right now, I am in a place where I really, really feel the need to quickly fence the back, because it's also easier to see the front, but the back must be fenced as well. So we want to fence the back and the sides of the estate. The full front of this estate is fenced. We intend to do the same thing at the back, so there is no contention on where our boundaries are at the back as well as the sides. And you will be helping us on that journey. The advantage of that is whether you bought early or not, you'll be getting quick allocation and you'll be getting a good location. So, but you also have to do another thing. You would have to fence. So what we're going to do is when we send the details of this particular video to every one of you in your email, we'll be sending it with a cost of fencing your plot. So you know that I am going to pay documentation fee, developmental levy, and also fence. And we can then spread the payment of that within a 3-month, 6-month period. So documentation fee, 600, developmental levy, 3 million. If you are paying outright, we can give a discount. I'm open to giving a 500,000 naira discount on developmental levy if you are paying the developmental levy outright. It also guarantees you get a very good location on the land. Like you will get the best of the best places on the land. That's 2. And then you can spread the cost of you fencing your own land, which we'll send to you. If you pay outright 2.5, if you're spreading your payments over the next 3 months, because we know we might review the price again. The developmental levy might hit 4 million on a plot of land. That's the truth. It's not my fault. I'm not the one that is putting cement from where to where and iron from where to where. It's annoying. You have no idea how frustrating it is, but that's the reality. And we need to find a way to cover up the cost. And the best way to cover up the cost is through developmental levy. I know you would have questions. I wanted to show you what we've done so far. The picture doesn't even capture it, because for me, I would have loved a picture where we are walking through the land. The land, we cleared that land since we got that land, we've cleared like 3 to 4 times. The front we have cleared 4 times. The entire land we have cleared 3 times. And we need to continue clearing, because we don't want to just leave it as a forest like that. And the clearing is not one-ended. The clearing is consistent payment of money, and the money is increasing. So you taking possession helps us. But if you choose not to take if you choose not to take possession now, trust me, we'll keep to our word. You have 5 years land banking, and you can choose to say, I don't want this land again. I want to sell it when it appreciates. Okay, fantastic. Do so. Yes, we don't have extra. I know that most of you bought Empress because you know that there will be no extra fees. So it is not compulsory, especially if you have no plans to build. Not compulsory at all. But if you do have plans to build, then it's important that we help you to perfect the documentation of the land through registered survey. And you also take physical possession of the land. But if you choose not to do it, you are fine. Like you are safe. There is no risk at all, because like we had agreed before, it was a land banking location. Your goal was to put your money here, after a few years, sell. So we can decide to now say maybe at 5 years time, we would help you sell and sell for a higher value. So for those of you that bought 6 plots, are you charging fencing for each of the plots? No, we're going to give you, if you bought 6 plots, then you can negotiate with the engineer. I'm not profiting from that. So I'm going to just link you up with our engineer, who will then help you to sort it out. Of course, you're not going to pay for fencing each of the plots, but registered survey will be for each plot. Registered survey will be for each plot. Even if you are doing all of them together, registered survey is based on the square meter. If you have 900 square meter, you are at an advantage. But once you hit 1,200, you are paying double to the state government. They have the way they do that, their calculation. We were able to create maybe like 100,000, 200,000 naira discount for those that were doing an acre, but it wasn't much, because each plot is multiplied even from the Ogun State government level. That's the 600,000 naira is going to the government. the surveyor that will be paying the government to process it. You won't be paying for each fencing. And the fence is optional for those that want to take physical possession. Now, this particular location is hot right now, as in hot, which is why I said that we felt we need to fence the back and be on ground, because we don't want anybody feeling like this place is fallow. And also, when development happens on the land, it spurs other people to build on the land. So I'm foreseeing that, okay, we'll do a few bungalows in front so that we can spur other developments. And it is something you can catch in on, because people are already living within that area. It is very residential. There's power, and there's nothing stopping you from building your small country home there. It's a perfect country home location. It's serene, it's safe. There is actually, like, because there's a secondary school, Christ the King Secondary School at the junction, they have a military detachment permanently there. All the time, before you access the land, you must greet the military people. And when I say greet, I mean greeting with, you try to do something. So it's a cost we are willing to bear because of the advantages. We have another meeting scheduled. I know you have questions. If you have questions, at least I've answered. The only person, Mr. Lawrence, that asked about buying 6 plots. Are you charging us for fencing each plot? No. Yeah, only fencing. You're going to be fencing together, because it's going to be a large square fence, as opposed to you doing mini fence for each of them. And it might not necessarily be a very high fence, but it just makes you have a sense of, we've done something here. I asked people that bought into Empress to build a little gatehouse. Just build a gatehouse there, so that there's someone that can stay there. Pulling light into your house is easy because of the fact that there's already power within that area. We have not the funds, the developmental levy we're asking for is to provide perimeter fencing, not even individual fencing, perimeter fencing of the entire estate, and constant maintenance of that estate is on us. We already agreed we're maintaining it for 5 years for you. The thing was, at that 5 years time, if you want to now move in, you would have paid this money, but if you pay it now, it will be cheaper than what you pay then. So that's just the reason we're doing this meeting. If we don't have any more questions, Sandra is telling me it's time for another meeting. We have like 3 meetings scheduled back to back. Today is my meeting day. Good Friday. Wonderful. I'm supposed to be resting today, but I think I rested yesterday. No, the first day. Sometime, Sha. Sometime. Allow me to change this cup. From pink, it has changed to silver. But I love the cup and I'm still using it. So we have to go into another meeting. I want to see your questions. The truth is, if you have any question that I haven't answered, please just chat with Sandra or Blessing, depending on the person you've spoken with before, or reply the email that you used to get this video, and your questions will be answered. So people are just joining the meeting right now. Like, I don't even understand where to start from. The truth is, it's an update meeting. Is to show you the video of a picture of what the land looks like right now, because I feel like it's important you see where your money has gone into. And this is the front of the land. All right, so it's not moving. That's one picture of the land. And subsequently, if you have any question, you want clarity on anything, please feel free to reach out to us on WhatsApp. We'll be glad to answer your questions. Like I said, it is not compulsory to do the developmental and documentation fee now. But if there is no other question, I haven't gotten any question in the past 4-minute meetings. Let me round off the meeting by saying, please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really need to thank you. Thank you for investing in your future.